Have you ever had this strong feeling, strong desire to meet new people? But even after meeting those people, even when you're around those people, you still feel lonely. Have you ever desired to buy a designer suit? When you get that designer suit, you put it on, but you still feel that something is missing. Or you desire this special meal. You prepare it, you buy a bottle of wine, you have that meal, but you still feel that no, I didn't get the maximum utility. I didn't get the maximum satisfaction. This could be you experiencing emotional hunger. Emotional hunger, it's a strong need, strong desire, which is caused by a deficit in childhood. If you grew up without receiving all necessities, there are physical needs, that's the clothing, shelter, food, those are the physical needs. Apart from those physical needs, children also desire to be attached to other human beings, and children desire to feel a sense of belonging. So, for the children to feel a sense of belonging, the parent is supposed to offer emotional support for them to grow up. On the other hand, emotional hunger, it's a primitive condition of pain and longing. When people develop this longing, they end up acting so desperately so that they can feel the emptiness. This longing, it creates emptiness within. So sometimes people they end up developing some overeating behaviors. It's because they feel empty. They think that okay, maybe if they eat sweet things, they are going to feel that cape. They think that maybe if they buy these expensive cars, expensive shoes, then they can fill this gap. But it's hard to fill that gap. If you don't know where it's coming from, then you won't be able to deal with that emotional hunger. Let's say you develop some overeating disorders. You might eat so that you feel the emptiness. And this type of hunger will be craving for certain things. Let's say fast foods. If you like chicken and chips, you think that if you eat chicken and chips or if you eat pizza, you're going to be satisfied. In most cases, you are really satisfied because it's an emotional hunger. It's a deep, it's a deep craving which is developed in childhood. You need to pay attention and know what are the habits which shows that you have emotional hunger. According to an article published by Taylor Grant in the year 2018, it shows that there are 7 habits which shows that you are emotionally hungry. Most mental health professionals believe that emotional hunger it comes as a result of trauma, rejection, and lack of social skills, which makes it difficult for a person to make meaningful relationships. Sometimes people choose to ignore those emotions, but ignoring those emotions will not solve any problem, but cause emotional starvation, which is not healthy to us and people around us. If you have got an emotional starvation, it's either when you meet people, you'll be so mean. You'll be so mean to yourself and mean to other people. You'll be so jealous. And it will be hard to connect with other people. Let me tell you. Okay, let me go through the 7 habits which shows that you are emotionally hungry. Number 1, you struggle to set boundaries. If you see yourself as a person who struggles to set boundaries because of fear of rejection, because of fear of abandonment, you might be experiencing emotional hunger because you think maybe if you tell people you're not comfortable with this thing, they are going to reject you. Maybe you think that if you tell the truth, then you are going to be then you are going to be thrown out from a certain group. I need to tell you that for you to live a fulfilled life, you need to be authentic. You need to communicate your desires. You need to communicate your thoughts. It doesn't matter how people react to your thoughts, but say it out. Maybe you will find someone who is going to support you. Number two, you can't accept when a relationship ends. Most people with emotional hunger, they always think maybe when a relationship fails, they always think it's their fault. They have these clingy behaviors. So they think it's their fault. When a relationship ends, they always think they've got power to fix things and make things work. But it doesn't happen that way. When a relationship is over, it's over. You need to make peace with yourself. You need to move on with your life and concentrate on other important things. Number three, you might use substance to fill emotional needs. That's the most common thing which we are seeing every day in the community. People are taking drugs. People are taking too much alcohol in order to numb those emotional needs, in order to numb those emotional pain. But let me tell you, drugs, they are more harmful to your health. Let's say you take drugs, then you might end up doing some harmful behaviors which can put your life at risk. Some people, they are taking tobacco, and there's a greater risk of having cancer if you're taking on tobacco, if you're taking on other toxic drugs. You need to pay attention to what are you taking inside your body. Is it healthy or is toxic? You need to learn on healthy ways of managing stress. Instead of taking drugs, you can join a yoga class. You can start on meditation. You can start on going to the gym, doing some physical exercises. This can help you through when you are in a stressful situation. Because drugs, they don't solve anything. We say no to drug abuse. Number four, some people, they have sex to feel alive. Some people, they engage themselves into sexual immorality. They think that if they have more sexual partners, then they are of value. They think that their value comes from having many sexual partners, but this is not the right thing to do because it will create more harm than good. It will put your health at risk. There are many sexually transmitted diseases out there. You have greater risk of contacting HIV and AIDS. So if you are someone who is taking sexual activities as a way of reducing stress, you need to stop this. Even it is written in the scriptures where it says, neither the adulterers nor fornicators shall inherit the kingdom of God. If you want to inherit the kingdom of God, stay away from the sexual sin, stay away from drugs, stay away from bad things which are unpleasant in the sight of God, in the sight of the Lord. Number five, people with emotional hunger, they become so overly attached to social status. They are overly attached to social status. Like what I was talking about. Some people think that if they own a lot of cars, they are good enough. If they own a lot of houses, they are good enough. And many people, they forget to take care of themselves when they are working for these things. They are into drugs, but they are building houses, buying cars. But at the end of the day, you won't enjoy sitting in that house when you have healthy conditions. You won't enjoy anything. You need to pay attention. Put a value on yourself first before you attach a value on things. Sometimes people with emotional hunger, they go around, they go out, they meet new people, maybe they end up overspending. You meet new people, you are doing people pleasing behaviors out there so that you can be seen. After doing such things, you go to your house. Now you are broke, you have no money, you have nothing. Before you go out to meet people, to spend your money, you should ask yourself, what is going to happen when I come back? Am I going to continue with my life with joy, or I'm going to have a lot of stress? If going out with friends for a moment will affect your life in the long run, stop going out. If you know that you don't behave well when you're around people because you want to be seen, stay in your house. Because some people, when they go out, they end up overspending as a way of pleasing people. You overspend, but when you go to your house, there's no enough food. Your family is struggling. You need to pay your children's school fees. So you need to think first before you act. Yes, you need to be a social person, interact with other people, but control on your spending habits, control on your behaviors. Learn to set boundaries when you're around people. Learn to set boundaries. Learn to say no when it's necessary. I told you 5 points, right? Okay, number 6. If a person is experiencing emotional hunger, those people are overthinkers. Overthinkers. They think that they know what everyone else is thinking. They think they know everyone else's move. So a person with emotional hunger can join a group of people. When around those people, you can end up thinking that, okay, these people, they want my money, so let me give them. You might end up thinking that, okay, maybe if I tell these people that I need to go home on time, then they are going to reject me. You overthinking. You should know that people, they are busy with their lives. It's not like they are always after you. You always think the next move, the next move. Sometimes when you're asked about something, you over explain yourself. You over explain yourself because you don't want to be to be seen as a bad person. You think you have to be perfect around people. Let me tell you that no one is perfect under the planet. People do make mistakes. Don't forget to be authentic when you're around people. Speak out your thoughts. Don't think that, oh, maybe if I talk this way, people, they are going to reject me. Then you pretend to be someone who is not you. You pretend to take someone's behavior who is not you. You check what other people are doing, then you start to do the same. There are people who plan. You don't need to plan what to say. Just act naturally, not like you need to plan, lay out, okay, this conversation is going to go this way. You always think you know what other people are thinking. Okay, the final point. This is the most important one. When you have emotional hunger, you give all of yourself. Let me say, you give of yourself. Let's say in romantic relationships, you become so attached so quick. You give your all, your time, your resources. Sometimes you might end up neglecting your own family, your own friends, your own career because of a relationship. This is emotional hunger, which is causing you to do this. You should learn to balance things because you can't be putting all eggs in one basket. Learn to balance things. You can't be living for a relationship only. Just know that you need a job. You need income to survive. You need family and friends for support because when things go wrong in that relationship, you will need support. I'm telling you. So, emotional hunger is just a deep craving, a condition of pain which has been caused by a deficit in childhood. We can't control what happened in the past. We can't change what happened in the past. But we can look on our present moment. We can check what are the bad habits I'm doing now, which are stopping me from living a fulfilled life. When you check, then you try to find ways on how to manage those bad habits, how to stop those bad habits. Let me say you have a checklist. Okay, I have self-sabotaging behaviors. I have low self-esteem. Now I'm taking drugs to reduce my pain. Now I'm overeating. Then you can consider visiting a mental health professional so that they can help you through the process of healing. What I can promise to you, healing doesn't come to your house just like that. It needs you to put some comprehensive effort. Let's say you want to lose weight. Losing weight doesn't just come overnight. You need to start physical exercises. You need to start visiting to the gym. You need to start eating balanced diets. No one can, okay, you check on your diet. See, okay, I have to reduce caffeine. I have to reduce too much carbohydrates. I have to drink a lot of water. I have to eat fruit and vegetables. You're adapting on new healthy habits. Okay, if you are new to this channel, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. I'll be here to share with you more tips about mental health. Let's go together in this journey of healing. I cannot say that I have comprehended everything, but I'm learning. I'm in the process of learning and healing. So let's go together. With this, I thank you. Let's meet on another video.